just gave him the satisfaction for no reason.
I appreciate it.
You should have just kept that to yourself.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna sit here and have my take on it.
Oh hell
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Yeah! Yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, big dog!
You know what I'm saying? Big dog.
No way.
Yeah!
Pacers in 5, god damn it.
You did not just
Pacers in 5. Yeah.
And somewhere in between these two are gonna argue, so
Inevitably, it'll happen.
Inevitably.
It's passion, guys. It's passion.
They love it when we
They
speak
really
it.
do.
They love it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's not a soft. We ain't did a soft one. We ain't get a quick one off today. All right, man.
I look down. Never mind.
All right.
Hey, man, he moving different with his
Let's go,
toes.
Let's
out
go,
today.
Evan. Let's go.
Wes, give me my jingle. Let's do it.
That stupid ass clap. That stupid ass clap. Back in the midweek trap. Got the Toon Squad jersey on, 23 on my back. Y'all know who the GOAT is. Yeah, baby. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. The real GOAT. The real 23. Michael Jordan. Y'all know what it is.
Yes, sir.
The original Space Jam.
I like it. I like it. Nigga bringing jerseys out tonight.
The
I
real
feel
Ghost
it.
the Mamba.
Nigga bringing jerseys out tonight. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
The
Had to
Mamba.
rep. We know we got a LeBron fan in the building.
You know,
I
The
love
Ghost
it.
the Mamba.
I like
Anyway.
LeBron. Jordan's very
Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Midweek Athlete Pod.
Yes, sir. We're here.
Episode 45. The
45.
second coming of Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Second coming of my MJ. So
Yes, Lord. The legend killer.
Hey, Will, when you get a chance, can you give me
Man.
a voodoo? Can you give me a voodoo?
we got a full house. We got the honorary fourth member
did they
Doe
get
in
more?
the building.
Hey,
We
glad
got
to be back.
we
Thank
got
y'all for
Doe
having
back.
me.
So we got some stuff to talk about. Anything personable y'all want to talk about? Because y'all know Tech and Audio says we got to be more personable, quote unquote. We can get on his ass about how he got his toes out right now.
I was thinking that too. I was like,
In
We
a
go
hot
ask about how he
room
got
full
his
of
toes out
grown
right
men
now.
got his toes out. That's crazy. Keep your toes out the camera, man. Don't do that.
Please don't.
all right,
Please
anyway.
don't.
Hey, let's get started.
In a personal
Anyway.
moment of the day.
All right, so kick these things off. Giannis Antetokounmpo is likely he's probably gonna get traded, may stay in Milwaukee. So we're gonna go through a couple of trade packages via Bleacher Report. Shout out Bleacher Report. Trade number 1 to the Brooklyn Nets. Potential trade: Giannis to the Nets for Nick Claxton, Noah Clowney, Keon Johnson, and 6 first-round picks.
He's not going to Brooklyn.
Nah.
He's
man.
not going to Brooklyn.
That's not a good trade at all.
Not a good trade at all.
Nope.
No
Next.
star power.
We like to do West next.
Next.
Let's- all right. Detroit Pistons. They get in return Jalen Duren, Jaden Ivey, Ronald Holland II, Tobias Harris, 3 first-round picks.
Why would
Next.
Detroit do that?
I mean, that's
That's
not,
a lot.
That's a lot to give up for Giannis, man.
Yeah.
Hey, if I'm Milwaukee, I'll probably take that, bro.
Detroit wouldn't do that.
Next.
Detroit gives up too much.
Yeah, next,
Way too
man.
much.
Way too much. I mean, it is Giannis,
Duran
but they're
and
giving.
Ivy, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And all them picks, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Crazy work.
Next.
Milwaukee would
All
probably.
right. Golden State Warriors. Warriors get Giannis, obviously. In return, they get Jimmy Butler, 2 first-round picks.
Never in my life.
Nope.
If I'm in Milwaukee, why would I do that?
If I'm Milwaukee, I
Not
might
for
do
Jimmy,
that.
no.
No.
Heck no.
No.
I get
It
2
needs to be
first-round
more.
picks.
Yeah,
It needs
because
to be-
we're
it
going
needs
to
to
get
be- it needs
Kuminga
to
in the
be
offseason
Kuminga.
anyway.
It needs to be Kuminga and a few others. So, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Milwaukee would be worse off for that trade.
Oh,
Way
for
worse
sure.
I'll save that one for later. Memphis Grizzlies. They get Giannis and Pat Connaughton for Desmond Bain, Zach Edey, Gigi Jackson, Brandon Clark, 3 first-round picks and a first-round pick swap.
I would
No.
do that
I would not
if I'm Memphis.
Why?
If I'm Memphis,
definitely
I'll
do
do
that
it.
if
off.
I'm
Yeah,
Memphis.
yeah, not if I'm Milwaukee.
Yeah.
No way. Yeah, yeah. That's
If I'm
nothing.
Milwaukee, no. If I'm Memphis, yeah, I'm doing that easily.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't give up Triple J in that deal. Oh, yeah. I would do that. But
Yeah.
Milwaukee, I'm not doing that.
I would be devastated if Milwaukee did some shit like that, bro. In our own division, bro, Rockets are not like that, bro.
Oh, yeah, for sure. OKC. Bucks get Hartenstein, Casey Wallace, Nikola Topic, and 4 first-round picks for Giannis.
Who?
Nah, that's not enough.
Yeah, that's not enough. Is J-Dub and Chet not in there?
No.
yeah, no.
If I'm Milwaukee, I might say yes to that
Why?
Without Jalen Williams.
Yeah,
and
without
Chet.
Jalen Williams, without Chet,
because, like,
without Dort, Caruso.
I got so one of these years is gonna be in a hole regardless, right?
Right.
Okay.
For the Bucks, right?
Yeah.
And so now you got 4 first round picks coming in the next. It's the East. You can make something shake. You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
how bad do you want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
How bad?
truly, how bad
To not get one of OKC's stars,
Yeah.
like,
I
you must
feel
really
you,
be
but,
in the hole
like,
to get
we
rid of
talking
him.
We talking about 4 years of first round picks. 4 of them.
But not all of them will be valuable.
Nope. Not all of them.
Especially if OKC got Giannis, man, they're gonna be a good team.
Even certain pick swaps will change in that time.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
giving up
Yeah.
Giannis, bro, you got to get a star back.
Yeah.
Got to.
You at least got to get J-Dub or Chet back.
Yeah.
You have
Which
to.
would lead you to, Evan,
What, the Spurs?
please.
All right.
Because that's the one, the Spurs
Yeah.
and the Rockets.
The Spurs get Giannis for Stephon Castle, Jeremy Shohan, Keldon Johnson, and 4 first-rounders.
I would do that in a heartbeat. if
I'd
I'm
be
Milwaukee.
pissed if the Spurs pulled that off.
That
I'd
would
do it in a heartbeat.
That's not- that's not
I'd be
enough.
livid. As a Rockets fan, I'd be livid if the Spurs pulled that off.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think that's enough. Sohan and Keldon Johnson are just they're good, bro, but they're spare parts. I mean, Castle had a good year, but can he
So,
carry?
I mean, Castle's rookie of the
can
year,
he
though.
carry a team though? Like, can he do anything what Giannis can do? Like on any type of impact level?
Exactly. I wouldn't take it either.
But you
Stephon
resign
Castle, nice.
Bobby Portis. You make that trade. Now at least you have you have basically Miami. At that point,
So if you're Milwaukee, you bring back Portis.
I would if you trade Giannis.
I mean,
Definitely
I
should bring
feel
back Portis.
like that kind of it'll force Milwaukee's hand to bring him back.
Yeah.
because
I would.
Lillard's out for the next year.
And you're gonna let
So,
Brooklyn
you're-
might as
so,
well
so,
off
so you have to make
in
something
a
shaky
year.
with Bobby Portis.
I would just tear it down, bro. Like hit full rebuild mode.
No, that's fine too.
Oh.
But I mean, at the same
Hey,
time,
Bobby,
it's
you're
like
gone.
he's one of
I'm
our
not gonna
key
lie.
pieces.
Hey, Bobby, you're gone.
But we've seen full teardowns go terribly, terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Washington is still terrible.
Still, my
Utah
God.
is god awful.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it don't always work. Like it don't. Like, they're
You know,
terrible.
You're right.
All right, I got 2 more for y'all. So, Magic. Giannis goes to the Magic for Franz Wagner, Anthony Black. I don't even know how to say his name. I'm not even gonna butcher it. And 3 first-round picks.
Is the Gorgie big?
yeah,
yeah,
the
okay.
Gogi. Yeah. Shut up.
If I'm Magic, I'm
I would take that
considering
over
it.
the Spurs trade, but if I'm Milwaukee, I would still want probably more.
If I'm Magic, yes, you gotta give up Franz Wagner, but then outside of Paulo, what else is there?
Suggs.
Suggs not valuable.
He's not as valuable as he once
And plus,
was.
you got to make
Bro,
the money
he was
line
hurt
up.
this year.
That's the
all it was.
problem.
He was hurt.
As he once was.
He
So
just
yeah,
signed, he just signed for like 150. So they expected dude to have a role on the team.
yeah.
But you gotta have the money matchup. That's the whole problem. Jalen Suggs doesn't make enough. Franz does. To where
Franz
you can
does.
make
No,
the
no,
money.
no, no.
Franz makes significantly more than Jalen Suggs.
No,
They
no.
both got
Jalen
No,
Suggs.
Franz signed that extension.
Yeah, he did.
But
Suggs
Jalen
got-
Willie,
Suggs
can we
did
get a
too.
stat check? I know you.
I know he
please.
did, but you think they gave?
Can we look up
Jalen
contracts
Suggs
for
and
Franz
I
Wagner?
think Franz
And
signed
who
for like
else?
150.
And who else? Jalen
And
Suggs.
Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
Franz
Jalen got
Wagner.
the
Hey,
extension,
Will,
but it's not as much as Franz.
Will's doing a fact check right now.
Yeah, he's not getting paid
Yeah.
that much more.
So if you were Orlando, you wouldn't.
I
Jalen
would.
Suggs and Franz Wagner.
So you said you wouldn't if you're Orlando.
If I were Orlando, I would.
You would.
Yeah.
Oh, that's easy work. Definitely.
Yeah, but I'm Orlando.
Yeah.
I
In a
would.
heartbeat.
Yeah,
I get to
no
keep
problem.
Suggs in that deal.
All right. Last but not least, as Houstonians, Rockets get Giannis for Jalen Green, Jabari Smith Jr., Reed Shepard, Cam Whitmore, and 3 first-round picks.
That's the best package they're gonna get.
What was it? What?
Told
Who
you.
was?
Who?
Jalen Suggs, and what about
Well,
Franz?
Franz is rookie extension.
Franz?
Franz.
Franz Wagner.
F-R-A-Z.
Franz Wagner.
Wagner?
The hard
Sorry,
part.
ladies
Have
and
we ever
gentlemen. Our
like,
tech and
talked
audio
to
guy, he's a
the
little
Swedish German.
he's a little, you know, he's
Wait. He's a what? Yeah, so yeah, right
4
now.
year 222.
No.
22 million.
Yeah, for 4 year 220 million.
No, 4 year, 22 million.
4
bro.
year 22 million for Jalen
Yeah.
Suggs.
No,
No,
for
for
fans.
Franz's
Why you keep
extension was 4 years, $22 million.
They underpaid that man. If that's
No,
the
he
case, that don't
hasn't
make no
he haven't had his extension yet.
I'm telling y'all, that don't make sense. 4 years,
Next,
22 million
ladies
does
and
not
gentlemen.
make
Anyway.
sense.
All right. Anyway, thank you.
5 year, 224.
Thank you.
Franz makes way more. I knew it. Yes.
But the
What?
essentially reached 269.
269 if he hits everything.
No, wait.
Yeah.
It's an all NBA.
Yeah.
Man, look at that.
No, wait,
Anyway.
Look at that.
No, yeah, it's right
I'm
there.
telling you.
Yeah.
Franz makes way more than Jalen
So
Suggs.
okay, so while Evers is looking this up on the back end because he don't trust Willie.
But it
Um,
25, 26 season.
Okay.
So that, yeah.
So if you're the Rockets, or if you're Milwaukee, you think the Rockets have the best package
Oh yeah. By
Yeah.
Far.
to get it done.
Oh, by far.
Okay.
Because Cam Whitmore is a walking bucket. He's a
Walking-
6-man.
walking
for
bucket.
sure.
All right. Easy.
But no, all right, by that logic of the trades that you went through, yes. By team wise, the Thunder have easily the best team
Yeah.
to easily prepare the Bucks
Yeah.
for a future and get a star back.
But we also, you got in that Rockets trade, you do get an opportunity to get young players that aren't expensive that will be coming up on extensions, so you don't have to max them out.
You don't have to
So
max
it's
them
the
out
same
early.
as a draft picks in some ways, depending
I
on
mean,
the players.
same with Thunder. They have
Yeah.
a lot of players that coming up on extensions that they can trade for Giannis, and they don't have to fuck with their
But the
extensions.
Thunder's not giving you nothing of real value outside of the picks. You're not giving me J-Dub. You're not,
Not
giving
giving
me
me
Chet.
I said that's what I said. Outside, that's what I literally said. Outside of what they said on the trading block, the
Right.
Thunder still have the most value.
Not without.
Not without Chet or J-Dub.
No.
Outside of that trade, what they said,
You're saying
total team wise,
So they're
they
the most
have the
equipped
most value.
team.
Yeah, they have the most equipped. They have the most equipped. They still are able to trade Chet. They're still able to trade J Dub.
But for who? Because they're the money. That's the whole
The money
issue.
has to
I'm,
match.
I'm just saying they just have the most pieces
They
to
do.
trade to trade the Bucks.
I mean, it's
to
debatable
get more
between the
back.
Rockets too, bro. It's
Yeah, yeah,
debatable.
no,
Because
yeah,
Reed
it's
is fairly cheap. Cam is cheap.
Cam is
Jabari is
no,
fairly
no.
cheap.
Jabari hasn't
that-
signed yet, so
that would
that's
be
a
a number
deal.
2
Yeah.
team.
Jalen.
For me, the number 2 team would be the Rockets.
But if I'm
So
the Rockets,
then-
I wouldn't make that trade though. I think that's
You
too
wouldn't?
much.
Yeah, that's too
That's
much.
too much to give up, bro. Because then
Yeah.
you're left with Şengün, Giannis, and
Sengun,
Amen.
Dylan Brooks,
and Dylan.
Freddie, if they bring him back on the
Freddie.
team
That's
friendly.
not enough. Your bench is
Because
done.
what is Freddie at? $44 million?
40,
All right.
44 if they go with the team option.
Absolutely not.
But,
All right.
but they extended it to June.
So hear me out.
Okay.
It might sound crazy.
This boy's about to.
Yeah, here we go.
It might sound a little crazy.
Here we go.
But so like
That man
I was
is
telling
not-
my one of my GM like group messages. I was like, you know who this Rockets team remind me of right now, and who they can trade and just flip the script just like that. They remind me of the 18-19 Raptors. Say for instance, hear me out. If they trade Sengun for Giannis.
Oh, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Straight up.
No.
I'll give
and
up.
some
I'll
pieces.
give up more.
And
Hell
some
yeah.
pieces. And some Trey Sengun for Giannis.
Oh, Giannis.
Upgrade. Just upgrade at the
Oh,
position
in
they're
a
at.
heartbeat.
So, like, don't get me wrong. I know Jalen Green will still be there. I know, and you re-sign Fan VanVleet, but hear me out.
I'm listening.
Why not upgrade at the position? I feel like the Raptors did that exact same thing. All they did was upgrade at the position they needed that. They traded Kawhi for DeMar. Same position, upgraded.
Mm-hmm. So
Gave him more
They also
defense.
got
So
Marcus
the-
All.
Gave him no. I mean, Marcus All was already there before the trade.
He was Defensive Player of the Year.
I'm saying he was there before the
He didn't
trade.
do that shit, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah,
true.
of
Yeah.
course. Of course you feel that way.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, I
Hey.
know.
Yeah.
Something that
but
man
all
can never
I'm saying,
get, boy. I tell you.
Why not?
Andre Iguodala also won
Because-
Finals MVP. We know
Because
damn
I'm
well.
not gonna lie. Yes,
Bro.
let's be honest. Yes, Jalen Green was the big factor in the Rockets playoff.
if he
You know what
played
I'm saying?
half of what he did,
Yes, right.
half.
Yes.
I mean, but I read a lot of
But
stuff online about the,
but let's also think about Sengun. Like Sengun didn't really like. Can Sengun be the best? Can Sengun be the best player on the championship team?
No,
No.
you can't.
No.
You can't.
So why not let's upgrade at that position?
I would.
I would
I would.
trade Sengun
It would have to be
for
more than
Giannis
Şengün. It
and
has to
some
be like
picks.
Şengün and Tari.
No. It'll be
Şengün
some
and
more
Bari.
picks.
Şengün
So
and
you're
Cam and some
upgrading at a position,
For your
depleting
rental.
another position while
I mean,
not
you're the-
really
you're the
addressing
number
the
two
real
seed.
problem with the team.
The
Now
real
you're
issue
depleting
is the
opposition,
half-court
though. What do you mean?
offense and no
Because
shooting.
I
you're
mean,
getting rid of Reed. You would have to get rid of Reed.
You
Because
have
they're
to.
going to want
Not
Reed.
necessarily.
No,
You have to
hear me
give up
out.
everything.
What is
Oh,
the
they
real?
gonna give him
what
up.
is the real
Cam's
issue
gonna
if
go.
If your number
And
two
Jabari
seed-
or Tari.
The real
Take
issue
your
for the
pick.
Rockets this year
Houston
was
should say
half-court
no to
offense.
half-court offense.
They're going to have to
Cannot
go.
Giannis
Yeah,
help
no,
with
not
half-court
all
offense.
He
Like,
can,
nah.
but it's
gotta
also
go.
Team, your bench
but
is done
he does.
out here, bro.
But we
Like,
also
I
need
agree.
shooting too.
The idea
I
would
know,
be to have
yeah.
Reed
I'm
play
not
with
saying go pick
Giannis.
up other pieces, but I'm saying like Giannis, if you other people can't shoot. First
I'm
of
waiting
all,
for Everest to try to fully form this thought because it's still not making sense. Like me and Doe was talking about, there's a lot of pieces you would have to give up in that scenario.
I mean, it would, but I would say if you go get Giannis and you try to go find other shooters, because honestly, let's be honest, the Rockets need shooters.
Yeah,
that
desperately.
was one of the biggest things.
So we're gonna get rid of one of the better shooters on the team and Reed Shepard
no,
to bring in
listen to
other
me.
shooters.
No, you bring
when
in
Reed's
other
younger
shooters.
and cheaper.
If you could bring in Giannis for Sengun and you bring in other shooters, Giannis automatically draws a double team.
okay,
No matter where he is on the court, you have to form a wall. And if Giannis can fuck around and pass, yes, I snorted. I know y'all niggas all looking at me, but if Giannis can make the correct pass, bro, Giannis averages like fucking 6 or 7 assists in the playoffs, bro. It's not like he can't find the open man. If Giannis can fucking around and find the open man and find the open shooter, it's not no reason the Rockets can't elevate their style of play.
But okay, all right. But the problem is, we don't need shooters. We need makers. That's what we need. People to make shots from the 3-point line, and preferably for some of these guys on this team, learn that mid-range area. It is your best friend as a basketball player.
I do feel you on that,
It can
but I just feel like someone like Giannis, you're just able to draw a double team. Teams are forced to put up a different defense than what they normally want to because of Giannis.
But you want us to just bring Milwaukee to Houston in that scenario based off of what we're going to have to give up. Plus, I mean, it's at a certain point, you're going to have to give up that 10th pick. That guy's not really going to do anything for the team.
Yeah.
So that's going to go, right? You're going to have to throw in Reed because they're going to want a young player. They're going to want Cam because Cam wants to play, and Cam really can't get his way on the court unless you get rid of Jalen. And now you're stuck with having to make a decision between Jabari or Tari, who you're going to trade off.
See,
That's way too many pieces to give up.
Yeah. If it's Reed, Cam, Şengün, spare parts, and picks, I'd do that.
I'm just saying, Sengun,
Damn.
somebody else, and like Cole picks, I would go get Giannis. I go try to re-sign Steven Adams to be my starting center because Steven Adams was actually really good. If
He was
healthy.
really good.
If he's healthy, Steven Adams was really good.
Okay, I got a question. Would y'all give up a combination of Jalen and Jabari, or would you give up Şengün?
Jalen Jabari.
I would too.
Jalen Jabari.
I would too.
And I
For
I love
Giannis, it would be
Jabari,
Şengün.
but yeah.
Thank you.
Because they don't fit together.
Exactly.
Wait,
Şengün and Giannis do not fit
Wouldn't
together,
fit together.
at all.
They could.
They
No,
could.
wouldn't.
They don't.
They wouldn't.
If Steven Adams and Şengün can fit together, Giannis and
Nah.
Şengün can fit
But
together.
Şengün has
They would just
a
dominate the paint,
midi.
bro.
He
Easy.
has
They would
floaters.
dominate
He
the
has the
paint, bro.
pass
And what
game.
does Giannis have?
Giannis does not really have a jumper for real. He's been getting better,
He-
but
he- he has
Şengün
a-
can
he has
get
a
to his
mid-range.
midi way easier than what Giannis can. Have you seen Giannis shoot a jumper?
Giannis
It
don't
is
have,
slow.
Don't have
It's
a jumper.
so
Giannis doesn't have a
slow.
knockdown jumper, but I think he can easily get to a floater or a midi easy.
Yeah.
With next to
No, it's not
Şengün,
mid.
we
Yes.
don't have any shooting. There's no more spacing.
If you look at what Steven
You
Adams
can
did
bring in
this
shooter, bro.
playoffs,
You can bring in shooter.
If you replace Steven Adams
you
with
can't have
Giannis
Sengun and
in our
Giannis.
playoffs,
And you still
easy.
And in that
But
scenario,
you
you would
have
still have
no
Amen. You would still have
spacing.
Fred.
You would
Amen
think-
is part of what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna negate his whole growth because there's no
Not
more
necessarily.
spacing. If you have
Not
Şengün,
necessarily.
Giannis, Thompson, that's the front court.
Okay.
Whoever you put in the back court, it really won't matter because there's no spacing.
Hey, I'm trying, bro. If
think it
if
could
you
work, bro. I
if
think-
you
I think
if
it
you
could
trade
work.
Sengun,
They would dominate the board.
if you
bro.
trade Sengun
They
for
would need a lot of
Giannis,
shooters,
bro,
though. They would need a lot of
like
shooters.
They would
and
need a lot.
and,
They would need a lot of shooters,
and that was my whole thing about the whole trade Sengun for Saban. I'm
still have Dylan
glad
Brooks.
you said his
Dylan Brooks
name.
a shooter?
Yes.
It's Amen
Amen.
because now
Let the church say
now,
amen.
Amen. I love you. Amen. Let's go, my
Now
boy.
the defensive
Future
pressure
all-star.
becomes like Rocket defense is already elite.
It
Yeah,
is.
It is.
Right? Now if you trade Giannis for Sengun, I feel like it become one of a kind.
Yeah, if you get rid of
One of
Sengun
a
and
kind
Giannis,
defense.
I
Like-
agree with that.
Like you got Adams at the center,
Dude,
Giannis at
Amen is
at
your
power
three.
forward. You could have a man at a 3.
in that situation,
Jalen
you
at
could
2.
start
Yeah.
Reed
Frank-
and finally give him some PT.
If we do keep Jalen, though, Jalen and Giannis would be a nice, interesting.
And
pair.
I feel like Jalen was like some. I
He
feel
would
like
play way better
Jalen.
with a Giannis.
Like I always felt like that. I always told Wes. I always told Evan. I always told you on the side. I feel like Jalen Green just needs another scorer on the team or somebody. He don't even need another scorer. He just needs somebody to draw the double team. So that way he can work,
slash and cut.
Yeah, he can slash and cut and make and do his one-on-one matchups. And I feel like Giannis would bring that. I don't feel like Sengun brings that for Jalen Green.
But not for Jalen.
But
Not
Jalen
for
Green is
Jalen
well, bro.
Green.
Jalen Green got to evolve his game, bro. Cause
He does.
He should have. He's at the point now in his career where he should have like different packages for like different.
Yeah,
He should have a
players that
midi
guard
by
him,
now.
bro. He
like
have
a
the same
mid-range
game
He
for
should have-
every
he should have
defense.
multiple
But he's
packages.
getting
You gotta
double
have
teamed.
counters, bro.
He's getting double teamed.
That means he's not good.
But you got to develop some kind of
Yeah,
game.
it's
hard to-
a
it's
floater
hard for
back
any-
to the
something.
basket. Something.
I'm
Something,
saying it's
bro.
hard for any NBA player to defeat an NBA double team.
I'm watching SGA do it. I watched Julius Randle beat
I
double
mean,
teams last
They
series.
passing out of it, but Jalen Green when he catches it, the moment he catches it in his scoring position, he gets double teamed.
Nah,
That's
bro.
the problem.
So
The
then, so
point-
then what does that say about him?
Yeah,
Right.
No,
bro.
facts. He
Because
should
he's
have a-
talented enough.
He should be a
have
higher
better-
IQ
should have
player.
He
enough
should.
basketball IQ to pass out of it or
Yeah.
Attack.
You know what I'm saying? Attack once the moment
he,
he, gets the ball.
he needs some kind of package.
He
But-
hesitant.
Someone said y'all think SGA deserves this MVP.
Yes.
1,000%.
Oh,
yes.
easily in the
1,000%.
West because he did it in the West.
Well, it's kind of hard.
I tried to tell him that.
It in the
I
West.
tried to tell him that yesterday. He
He
don't
did it
want to
in the
listen.
West.
But so my thing with Jalen Green, I just feel like with somebody who controls the paint like Giannis, because like Sengun is good, he does control the paint,
Mm-hmm.
and you know I feel like he's people. I don't feel like people double team him in the paint. I feel like people
Nah, he
watch
gets-
out
he
for him.
gets double
No,
team.
no, he definitely got double teamed.
He
this
gets
player.
double
He
teamed a lot.
definitely got
Alright,
double teamed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright, my bad. I didn't watch all the Rockets.
he
playoff
definitely got
games.
double
Yeah,
teamed.
he
So
got
he wasn't
double
able
teamed a
to.
lot.
He wasn't able to finish through the double team.
That was the problem.
Yeah, now,
Giannis
now,
would have
now
finished
that was
those
the difference.
buckets.
Yes.
So
He
I
missed
feel
a
like-
lot of easy shit that he
I
should.
feel like Giannis either finished those
No,
buckets,
Giannis would have finished that. Giannis would have
either
dunked
finish
on
those
people all
buckets
series.
or
Yeah.
be able to kick it out to Jabari.
And that's why. That's why I
And-
really don't
and
mind
I'm
giving
not gonna lie.
Sengun up, bro.
And
I
that's
feel like he's
also
kind of
another
caught
thing.
between a
That's also another thing.
different style of NBA. Yeah, he's not dominant enough to be like, give me the rock. I'm about to eat every game.
Not
So,
yet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
That's
had
not
a
his game though. His game
It's-
isn't.
it's-
His
it's
game
not.
isn't. Not
It's
changing.
not.
It could be. It could evolve into that. But
It
right
could.
now,
Could.
his
And
game
I'm
isn't
gonna
like.
lie,
I'm about
this
to
is the
eat
big
tonight.
thing.
What?
I feel like the Rockets can run. They can. If you get Giannis, you can run a lineup where Giannis runs the 5, and you got Jabari at the 4. You got Emma.
That's if they don't get
three.
rid
Well,
of
that would be the
You know what I'm
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't get rid of Jabari.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can get. I feel like you can get rid of Sengun, Tari, and some picks. Tari is very good. I know nobody. wants to
Tari
get
is
rid
the
of
one
Tari.
nobody really wants to get rid of.
Nobody
Right.
wants to get rid of Tari, but I
Right.
would get rid of Tari to get Giannis. I swear to God, any day.
I
Okay, would you give up Tari to get rid of Jason Tatum? Would you give up Tari,
Not
Reed
after-
Shepard, and
not
some
after
picks
injury.
to
Not after
get
injury.
Jason Tatum
Not
for a
after
longer
Tatum?
term
Oh, in a-
thing?
in
Because
a
I had
heartbeat.
a thought about this. I was like, okay,
For
because they're
Jason's-
already
Yes.
right. Think about this though, because it actually works.
I was about to say, is this a trick question?
No,
Like,
Boston-
yes, I would do that.
This is why I
wouldn't.
say
I
that
wouldn't.
Boston is gonna run into cap hell because they're gonna be way over the second apron, right?
I wouldn't.
Somebody
Either-
has to
either-
go.
Either Tatum or Brown got to go.
Somebody got to go.
Somebody
Drew
got to go.
Holiday, Porzingis, somebody got to go.
So if you're the
Somebody gots to
Rockets,
go.
do you not put in a bid to trade the number 10 pick or Reed Shepard, maybe and a Sengun to bring in a Jason Tatum coming off an injury? You would have to wait a year. You would have to wait a
yeah.
year.
So it's like getting a transfer red shirt.
Correct.
It's like getting a red shirt.
It's like that number 10 pick
Only
you
reason-
traded for Jason Tatum, essentially. and
Only
Sengun.
reason
That's
why
tough to come off that kind of
Yeah.
injury. Yes.
I would
That's
do
a hard
it.
pill to swallow.
So-
I would do it. I do it.
And more and picks.
I do
For
it.
Andrew Tatum?
Number 10,
West.
Sengun and Reed Shepard.
And
I do
knowing
it.
that he's
West,
coming back.
West. Well, the
I
only
don't
reason
know.
I
I don't
wouldn't
know.
do it
I don't
is
know.
because we were just a number 2 seed in the West.
Yeah.
But that means the Rockets are set to take a step back
That's
this
the
year,
only
regardless.
reason- that's the only reason I wouldn't do it.
If they make a trade for somebody else.
Yeah.
Winning
that's not
57
injury.
games, you're probably going to take a step back the next year.
It depends on who we
Yeah.
get.
It depends, but if it's possible, I would make that trade for Tatum and
Okay,
make
yeah,
a
I got you.
long-term
I got
play,
you.
and then flip Jalen
ass
Green
faces.
for Trae Young.
Yeah, there's so many options for the Rockets. That's what I'm excited to see what happens, bro.
I keep saying it, Trae Young. We should
Trae
go
Young?
trade Jalen Green and get Trae Young.
I'll take Jalen Brown.
Hey, Trae Young,
I would take Jalen
I'll
Brown,
take
too.
Trae Young.
Trey Young would be perfect for what we
I'll take
need,
Trae
man.
Young.
So what- so what, Trae Young for Freddie?
Boy, I take Trae Young
Trey Young
a
for
lot.
Freddie and Jalen Green.
I mean, it's not bad.
They're
You
the same-
keep Cam in
and
that
the pick, yeah,
situation.
and
They're
the
the same. They're the same
Yeah.
division, so they probably won't do it. But
Probably
I
not.
feel you.
The Rockets and the Hawks?
Damn, what are you talking about?
Oh, right.
Different
Rockets and
conferences.
Hawks. My bad. I
Yeah.
think it's
Hey, that,
All right, so-
that would light me
I'm
up.
trying to
Switch
tell you,
gears.
That
it
would
could
light me up.
happen.
That would light me up.
Couple
Well,
different options.
actually, last question before we switch. If you're Giannis, just quick rapid take. If you're Giannis, where do you want to go?
If I'm Giannis, I want to go to San Antonio.
Nah, I would want to go to Houston.
Okay, see.
I actually think OKC too.
That's where
If
you wanna go.
if the package is like that,
Okay, see.
Oh,
Well, yeah, if the package is like
I'm
that,
definitely
but
going to
Milwaukee's
OKC.
not going to do
I
that.
just-
no, I know. I'm just saying, but
They-
based
they-
on that package, oh yeah,
They
I'm
just have
going
a-
there.
They
Absolutely.
just have a sense. Me and Doe, as y'all know, me and Doe just went to OKC, bro. Like, bro, their fans are crazy.
They
that's
are.
just wrong.
We literally was in there for 5 seconds. This nigga Doe started a whole OKC.
Y'all do
chant.
know Giannis
And-
said
and, like,
he want to play in a
it all
tax-free
happened,
state.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means Texas.
If I was him, I would want to go
It's
to a
either
place
Dallas-
where
either
I
San
would be,
Antonio or
be
Houston.
number
One-
one. 'Cause,
Because you ain't
Hey,
going to
Will.
Dallas.
All right.
yeah.
the food is on his way.
All right, so conference finals. Right now, the West is playing OKC and Minnesota, which Minnesota is up 11.
Oh, really?
No, I'm sorry, Minnesota's up 9 going into going into halftime.
The legend killer, man.
And then we got the Knicks and Pacers, but ever so many say that for last. So predictions, quick predictions, and then we'll talk about what this series means. OKC, Minnesota, series prediction.
Y'all know I rock with the legend killer, man. Minnesota in 6.
Yeah, Minnesota in 6.
Dope.
I got OKC in 6. I'm not gonna lie.
I got Minnesota in 7.
I got Minnesota, man.
I got
I
Minnesota
rock
in
with
7.
Legend Killer, man.
Well,
He-
based off of this room, OKC's probably going to win this series. God
Probably.
Damn it.
based off of what?
Like, when it usually is split, we're usually right. When it's 3 of us together,
It's probably not going to work, right?
Yeah.
No.
God damn it.
I took Minnesota in 7 last
I
year. so I'm
mean,
gonna take
he
Minnesota
took
in
the,
7 this year.
he took the Lakers and we all took the Timberwolves.
We did.
You
No.
took Timberwolves?
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you
I
took
took
the
Lakers.
Lakers.
I took
Yeah.
Lakers.
Yeah.
Damn.
I took Lakers in 6. Yeah.
Nah, they didn't see the vision. They didn't see the vision.
I ain't see
It's
the
all
vision,
good.
man.
Uh,
It's gonna be
but-
a good series, though.
but,
for sure.
thoughts
It's
on
gonna
the
be a good
series?
I think it's gonna come down to. I think just Shea is gonna be able to have more of an impact on the game than Ant. I think they have better pieces. I think that. I mean, just what I've seen all year, bro. I don't see them. They could, bro, but I just don't see them losing. I think Chet is too good. I think the combination of Jalen and Hartenstein, I think Case and Wallace, bro. I think they're deeper. So we'll see, bro. I mean, if Ant goes crazy,
Then he goes crazy.
yeah.
Now, we talked about this in the car.
X Factor though, Julius Randle.
X Factor's Julius. I was just about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Julius Randle. Because I want to see.
Yeah,
I
think
want to
so,
see
too.
how OKC's going to guard him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really want to see, because if you put Hardenstein on him, then
He's
I feel
too
like
slow.
that's lunch meat. But if you put Chet on him,
Too
he's
small.
going to post him up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the biggest X factor. If
It's
Julius Randle
J-Dub.
can get off, it's going
J-Dub,
to
too.
go
No,
crazy.
J-Dub,
It's
too.
J-Dub and Julius Randle. Those are literally the 2 X factors. I feel like OKC has a big to throw at Julius Randle. He can't do what he wanted to do the past series. Past actually 2 series. So I feel like OKC may. I still feel like the Timberwolves can pull it off, but I feel like OKC is gonna make it really, really hard.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like really, really hard.
If this series, or if the Timberwolves keep this traditional game, how big of an impact can Rudy have?
Massive.
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 If they keep this a half court offense and he can stay on the
Massive.
floor and just guard the rim, because OKC likes to drive.
Mm-hmm.
So if they just force everything to the middle, baseline, whatever, and keep him in the middle,
They also like they
He's
also
gonna
make
have
them
a
shoot
massive
threes.
impact. in
they
this
also
series.
like that pull up mid range.
Yeah.
Jalen Williams and Shea,
Shea,
they
yep.
love that pull up.
That
mid-range.
running start into the pull up jumper. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Shea
that-
be pushing off on that boy.
But if you're Minnesota, okay, all right, bet. I'm going to plant my feet right behind this 3-point line.
Yeah.
Shoot these threes.
Shoot
Shoot them.
What's
Shoot
crazy
'em.
is
I will
Jamie Daniels and
Nikhil
Nikolai
Walker Alexander.
Nikhil.
Nah, what's his Nikhil?
Nikhil. That's his first
Nikhil.
name.
Yeah,
Nikhil.
yeah. It's
All right.
Shea's cousin.
Yeah.
I
So,
know,
yeah.
but it's spelled like Nikolai. But
Right.
anyway, Nikhil, whatever, they're both paused long enough to defend
You stupid.
He's right.
everything.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? They
Plus,
just long
and is what 6'4" with a 40+ inch vertical.
yeah.
They built like that bubble, that Lakers team from the bubble.
They
I said
are
that last year.
Nas Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have people to keep throwing at the Thunder. Like this was probably the worst possible matchup the Thunder could have got
Yeah.
in the conference finals.
Yeah.
You'd rather play Golden State.
Golden State.
yeah.
You
They would
Absolutely.
have smacked around Golden State
Easy.
with their defense. So yeah,
Easy.
be
So
like that.
Timberwolves, OKC.
The
Timberwolves.
legend killer,
Timberwolves.
man.
We'll get to that next part in a minute. But Pacers, Knicks, quick prediction. Go ahead.
Actually, though, you go first.
I got Knicks in 7.
I got Knicks in 7 too.
Niggas 7. No, you gotta go first. You already know.
Go ahead.
No,
I wanna
no,
hear you say-
you-
no.
you-
Go ahead. You
no,
go ahead.
if you
We
say-
know where you're going.
I'm the only fan that's
Say
in here.
it.
So you go first.
If
Say
you say
it.
Pacers
No.
in 4, I'm
Say- no,
walking
I
out
want
this
him to
room.
say
I
it.
swear
Say
to
it.
God,
Say
I'm walking
Pacers
out.
in
No, no,
4.
it's not
He
Pacers
said
for it.
I'm
But
leaving
no,
this
it's not
room.
Pacers for it. But I'm
Okay.
saying, like you go first. I'm the
All
only
right.
Pacers fan. I feel like I have the right.
You
to
remember
go
the
last.
conversation we had a
Yeah.
few weeks ago?
Yeah.
And I said if y'all got to this point, I
And
would
run
take
into
the
it.
Pacers. I would
Yeah.
take the Pacers if we got to this point and the matchup was the Knicks. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
However, ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen,
No,
I
yeah.
refuse to give Everest that satisfaction. Knicks in 6.
Knicks in-
Knicks
let's
tape.
go.
Let's get it.
let's
All
go.
So you know,
If you say Pacers
Knicks
in 4,
and 6.
Knicks in 7.
Knicks and 7.
what I say, Knicks in
He
6?
said Knicks in 7.
Knicks and
No,
6.
Knicks in 7. Say yeah, Knicks in 7.
Okay, if I'm being honest, I feel like the Pacers are going to win in 7. If I'm
All
being
right.
totally honest.
Thank you. I appreciate your honesty.
You just gave him the satisfaction for
I,
no
I
reason.
appreciate your honesty.
You should have just kept that to yourself.
Nah, man, I'm not going to sit here and have my take on it.
Oh, hell
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about, baby! Yeah! Yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm talking about, big
You know what I'm saying? Big dog.
No way.
Yeah!
Pacers in 5, god damn it.
You did not just
Pacers in 5. Yeah. Yeah. Pacers in 5, god damn it.
He did not just. Oh my God.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Hey, this motherfucker kind of clean too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, we got the signature on the
Hey,
back
hey,
too.
hey. And he got his signature on the back. Come on, you know what it is.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell, Burton?
Oh my.
Pacers in
God.
5, man. You already know.
All right. Now that the
This is
theatrics is
incredible.
over.
That wasn't planned.
That was not planned, ladies and gentlemen. That was not planned. Anyway, man, I ain't gonna lie. That was you did that shit with that. All right, so X factors going into this series. I said this last week, Wes. I think the Knicks go as far as Cat goes.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
if Cat can have a really good series, then I think the Knicks have a chance.
In this series, for sure.
My thing is, with the Knicks, you have to. I mean, somebody else is gonna have to step up.
Yeah,
We run a 10-man rotation. Huh?
you might as well just come in here now.
Just come, bro. What?
Tech and audio guy got hungry, so he wanted some wings out.
I'll order. Wingstop.
yeah.
But
Well, the other week you
for
went
the,
and got pizza.
I order Wingstop for the game. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I feel like the X factor is like we do run the ball. We run.
Yes.
We run the fuck out of people. You know, and
Highest
you know
scoring
also
offense.
I came to that conclusion. We do play a lot of injured teams, but I also feel like teams do get injured because of us.
I agree with
Because-
that. I agree with that.
Because of the simple fact that we just run. They actually get injured because of us. Like, so, like, can they actually run the 8-man rotation against us for 6 or 7 games?
Yeah,
No.
they can.
No.
They can.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
they can. They have the bench to do
Oh,
it,
oh, I
but they
thought it was a
don't. But they
rhetorical
won't.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The way they run that, they run a 7 to 8-man rotation. Like
That's
only
it.
McBride and Mitchell Robinson really gets in the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it.
Who else on the Knicks bench can really come off and have a good series?
Yeah.
Campaign.
And I feel like
Who?
that's
Campaign.
Cameron Payne. Yes.
Campaign can win you a game. He won them a game in the
hey.
Detroit series.
I will say.
What about Deuce McBride?
no?
Deuce gets PT.
Okay, I
Deuce
got
gets
you.
PT. We
Okay.
already said that.
Got
But
you.
I'm saying like Campaign, he will be the X factor to me because he can come in the game and somehow, some way,
Get a
And
bucket.
just get a bucket.
and just
yeah.
get hit 2 electrifying threes. And I've seen
Yeah.
it against multiple series. I've seen it. He did it against us last year.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like at that point we need to control the bench.
Yes.
Dope.
That's
Y'all's
where
bench
we
has to
need
dominate this
yeah,
series.
to win this series. We have to control all. We have to win every bench point.
Yep.
Dope.
I think if I'm not wrong, I think the Knicks like won the season series against them and Cat like dominated. So like you said earlier, I think that's what it's gonna come down to.
Mm-hmm.
If Cat goes off, then Knicks are gonna win. If Cat gets held in check, I think the Pacers are gonna win.
Yeah.
I think everything else doesn't matter as much as that.
Yeah. Yeah. But the thing is, like, can the Knicks offense keep up with the Pacers offense? I think that's gonna be the question
Yeah.
of the
That's-
series too.
Yeah.
We
Truthfully.
run the ball.
No, I know,
Go ahead,
yeah.
Go ahead, Will, bro.
I mean,
Go
But-
ahead.
the Knicks got good
Already.
defenders though, bro. The Knicks
they
are ready.
do.
They're
They
ready.
do. So I mean,
They
the Knicks
got
are probably
good
the only
defenders.
team that can probably
And-
slow them down.
Yeah.
But I still think it'll be a high scoring
Yeah,
series.
like
for sure.
because I tell people like we're the only team right now in the NBA playoffs that score 100 points every game.
Yeah. Wes, X Factor. Or did you already?
X Factor for
I
New
think
York.
it's the same as mine.
Well,
Or-
it was.
or just
I
in
have
general for
another
the series,
one
for the series.
in general.
Yeah.
It would be Bridges.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bridges has to ball out for New York to win this
Has
series.
to.
He has to figure out a way to shut down anything Indiana does on the perimeter, and he has to shut down Halliburton. Let Halliburton. If Halliburton has 35, 5 and 5, the Pacers lose this series. He has to have
a
25 and 10.
He has to have a double.
He has to. Because if he's scoring, nobody else is making buckets. And Tom Thibodeau wants that.
Right.
So Halliburton has to like be smart
say
about
that.
how he passes and when he decides to get a bucket.
I wouldn't say that.
Thibodeau want him to get off. And this series,
I mean,
hell yeah,
he
get off.
got off game 6, and other people, 6 people scored double digits.
Correct. That's why I said if he had like 35, 5 and 5.
I mean, he had
Man, just in
31.
front of the fucking.
He
And
needs
6.
like 30. If he's going to get
He had
30,
31 and 6.
he needs 30 and 10 in this series. Cleveland was done. I told you my feelings on
No,
Cleveland.
I'm just
What's
saying,
wrong
like, he
with
had 31 and 6,
Did it
and
stop?
6 people scored double digits.
I agree, but that Cleveland team quit.
Yeah,
Who
that-
misses
So-
playoff
and
That's
games?
not gonna happen.
Yeah.
every
Like,
game.
did we ever? We didn't even
I mean,
talk
no,
about that. People
no,
missing
no.
playoff games is crazy.
It's
You know,
nuts.
and that's the thing. People keep saying, like, damn, we're not 6 people not gonna score double digits every game, but that's Pacers basketball.
It is.
It is.
We play like I ain't gonna lie, bro. We play fundamental basketball.
No,
And-
you
and-
do.
and you know what's crazy is it reminds me of the Spurs.
But that's my point. We're going to let Halliburton go crazy, and we're going to shut off everybody else. Go have 60. Let's see you do it.
That's gonna be the Knicks.
That
key
would be
right there.
That would
to
be the
do
key.
that.
But we headhunt so good. We pick
Y'all
and
do.
roll so good.
You do.
Like it's hard for you to try to like single out one.
But the
one
Knicks
individual.
are
It is.
built for y'all. They have OG for Pascal.
And
They
they're
got
healthy.
Cat for Miles Turner.
And
They
they're
got
healthy.
Bridges. Y'all have Neesmith and Nembhard. They have Jalen Brunson
It's
and
literally
Josh
gonna
Hart.
be a battle.
Tyrese.
It's
like,
gonna be
battle.
a
It's
battle.
gonna be a battle.
It's gonna be a really good
I'm
series.
not
I
gonna say
hope.
it's not gonna be a battle.
these two matchups are perfect for each
It's not
other.
gonna- it's
Both
gonna be a
series.
battle.
Yeah, it's gonna be a.
It's going to be a
But-
battle.
I'm not
Very,
gonna
very
lie
good
to you.
game.
So
Oh, no. I like that. I was with
Yeah.
that from the jump.
No.
I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty dope. I'm surprised you didn't get the white one, the one that says.
Oh, the
India.
white one is nasty.
It's
I ain't
pretty
going to lie. The
dope,
white
yeah.
one nasty.
Yeah, I was
But-
gonna.
but-
I'm get that next. No worries.
But side question before I get to this, how come the Pacers always wear yellow jerseys? Like literally,
Right.
like
Yeah, I
do y'all
don't
not
know.
have other jerseys to switch through?
They do.
It's our good luck jerseys this season. we go.
Y'all don't believe in wearing white
Yeah, I'm
after
about
what
to say y'all
happened
don't wear
last
like,
playoffs,
white,
huh?
blue, nothing like.
Because I remember y'all wore white, and I think that was the one time y'all got smacked last year in the playoffs. And I was
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
what
Yeah.
is happening?
and it was yellow ever since.
Ever since.
And you know it's
Ever
crazy.
since.
I usually bet. You know what I mean? I'm a sport. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't bet on. I bet on the Pacers twice.
That was the 2 losses.
Those 2 losses. I haven't been on the Pacers since.
Hey, well you.
Hey. You know what I'm
Keep
saying?
it going, man.
Yeah,
Keep
but
it going
you
at
on
this
the road.
point.
Hey, I'll
The NBA wants the Knicks versus
honestly,
the Timberwolves.
Honestly,
Yeah.
bro, like, do y'all really want the Pacers to hold up a Larry O'Brien this season?
No.
That man.
If out of the 4 remaining
Yeah,
superstars,
yeah, out of the
I'll
4
even give Halliburton superstar status at this point. Out of the 4 left, he's the least
Yeah.
one I want to see holding
Right.
the trophy.
I think that's because that's gonna make you eat your words.
No, because number 1 would be
Yeah.
Ant-Man. Number 2 would be the league
What's
MVP.
yours?
3 would be Brunson.
Yeah.
Same reason because he's the least of the 4 superstars. Is it because y'all don't want to hear a year of my shit?
The only reason I don't feel like the Pacers can win the finals is because I don't feel like they're ready right now.
We're the best. Bro, we play basketball. What do you?
I mean,
So
you
do the Thunder, but
You
they
do.
might lose it. They're
Well,
down now.
I just of the 4 teams, I just don't feel like they're ready right this moment.
Not
we
now.
play the best basketball out of the 4 teams.
No, you don't.
Y'all are Thank you. OKC does. I don't know why he keeps pushing this narrative. A 68 win team, one of the best defensive teams
Stop
of all
saying
time,
regular season.
with the league leading
Yeah.
scorer and the MVP on the team,
Yeah.
and they won the West by what? 11 games.
12.
12
I
games.
12 games.
I say it right now. I said right now we're playing the best basketball right now.
Actually, the Timberwolves are.
No, bro, we still playing the best
Because
basketball.
the
Bro.
Timberwolves went through people. The Cleveland quit.
We
I don't
did.
care what nobody
Bro,
says.
the
Timberwolves
Cleveland
are up by
quit.
4 at the half.
The
just
Thunder
just
are
throwing
like
it out there.
Okay.
I think I saw a stat today. Like the Thunder are like beating teams by like 11 something points per game in
Yeah.
the playoffs. That's like third.
When
all,
they
like,
win,
like
yeah.
third all time.
Yeah.
So they're playing better than anybody.
Yeah.
If you're going
Minnesota
off
finished the
It's
regular
no-
season
it's no
25 and
disrespect.
6.
I just don't-
8-2
I just don't feel like they're
in the
ready
we're
playoffs.
talking
right
about
this
playoff
moment.
though.
Yeah.
They're
8-2.
beating people by the
If
third
we
best
make
margin
it-
They
ever.
are.
Chip,
And if y'all
But they
win the
also
chip,
getting beat.
then I'll eat my
Minnesota
words.
ain't
But
It
when they
It
win,
is what
they
it
go
is.
fast.
Yeah,
I agree.
A man can be
8-2.
wrong. Like,
I need a
8-2.
jersey
Huh?
from both of y'all.
I mean, Golden State was without Steph.
shut up.
though.
Huh?
From both of us for what?
I need a
I
jersey
heard
from
that.
both
Hold
of y'all.
on.
I need a
For
jersey.
what?
If we win a chip, I need a jersey from both of y'all.
What jersey?
I don't give a
A
fuck.
Pacers
Miles
jersey,
Turner,
a
it could
Colts
be
jersey,
it
what?
could be a Pacers jersey. Miles Turner. Well, Pacers jersey, of course.
But what
not.
about
okay.
if y'all lose though? What you
Yeah, what if
Yeah.
y'all lose?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. What's up? We already got the bet for the Berlin
I-
game.
I got you on that.
All right.
Yeah, you know
Oh, we
what I'm
gonna
saying.
be. Oh, bet. I get 2 jerseys for the price of none.
All
That's
right,
beautiful.
So another question for y'all.
It can't be Halliburton because I already got Halliburton.
That's fine.
You
That's
can, hey,
fine.
you can't have more. It wouldn't be wrong to have more than one.
I get
Yeah.
you.
I mean, you right.
I get
It
you.
wouldn't be wrong to have more than one.
A different color.
Yeah, yeah, a different
Give
color,
me
you know what I'm
different
saying?
color
I'll go
Yeah.
get you a Chris
You could
Mullins
be- you could be
jersey.
like the
I got
guys-
I
you,
get
big
you
dog.
Papa Jones. I got you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Papa Jones.
You could be like the
Yeah.
guys, like, you know, whenever Holly retires, you have literally every single.
Right.
Yeah, you could be like that.
Mark Jackson jersey, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it
yeah.
old
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, bro. If he win me a chip, our very first chip, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
A shame y'all could have had one by now.
Y'all could have. Malice in the
Hey,
Palace
hey,
run
Mal-
that.
Malice in the Palace fucked that up. for
That was the
y'all.
best team in basketball that year.
Yeah.
So of the 4 remaining superstars, like Wes just said, what would a finals run mean for each of them? So between Shea, Ant, Halliburton,
Let
and
him keep his
Brunson,
momentum going from Halliburton.
What would a finals run mean for each of them as a superstar?
For Halliburton, I'll just continue with Halliburton. For Halliburton, it would just mean like the simple, overrated, underrated thing. You have to watch that. That just means he
It was a fluke.
honestly, he just pissed all over that.
Yeah.
Like he just pissed all over that survey. Like wherever you 14, 15 guys had to say, he pissed all over it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For Ant, he'll be the best Timberwolf ever.
Ever.
Oh yeah,
Ever.
easily.
That's what I mean
Yeah.
for Ant. He'll be the best Timberwolf ever. And it will mean he might be taking on the face of the NBA.
Even though he don't want it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
For Shea, he'll be the best OKC.
I was gonna say he would be the best Thunder.
He'll be the best Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And people, not us, because we all know reality, people will start arguing that is he the best international player ever.
SGA.
Nobody will argue that.
You
Does Hakeem
what
Olajuwon
I-
not
Does
exist?
Hakeem Olajuwon not
Hey,
exist?
what are we? What?
Hey, what I just say?
He
No,
said
there would be no
We're
debate.
logical, right?
You got Giannis better.
What did I
Come
just
on,
say?
Jokic.
Yeah.
Come on
I
now.
mean, hey, What did I just say?
Embiid
I
has
heard
an
you.
MVP.
We can't entertain. We can't.
Dirk,
entertain people
like,
that
what
talk
are we talking
that.
about?
Hey, I hear you.
I heard
I
you.
hear you guys, right? But people will start arguing. Is he the best international? Because he probably there's a possibility he wins the MVP and a ring in the same year. So people will start arguing.
And the finals MVP.
Putting him, he might win the finals MVP
Yeah.
if he wins the ring. So people will start putting him in the echelon, the upper echelon. It's crazy to say that, but that's what I feel like. That will be
What
SGA.
about Jalen? What would it mean for Jalen?
Come on,
Jalen
ever
Brunson?
say it.
He'll be the best Nick ever.
He'll be the king of New
Yes.
York. Or
Yes.
he already is the king of New York.
He would be the
best
best
Nick
Nick ever.
the best Nick ever.
And it'll be another slap in the Maverick face.
It would be. Well, the Mavericks seem to be getting it right now. Mavericks
I
have
don't
a
know how
very
they
bright
got. I don't
future.
know how they got so damn lucky, but
Very bright.
It is what it is.
But yeah, like.
I mean, but Kyrie and AD are two of the most injury-prone stars that we have in the league. So
I would trade
Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
But
if I
the
was
biggest-
You're not gonna get a lot back.
What I would say,
Oh,
the
I'm
biggest
gonna get Big Boy Zion.
who career this
I wouldn't
helps
do that.
the
Oh,
most
wow.
Flag.
Damn, that's tough.
Go ahead.
would be Jalen or Tyrese. Anybody who's coming out of these.
The most to gain?
Yeah.
From what
their
perspective?
It'll help their career the most. One, Tyrese is labeled underrated.
He is.
So if he wins the ring, he wins the ring as labeled as underrated.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Yeah.
My bad. Overrated. He's listed as overrated. If he wins the ring, he as the most overrated player in the league, it automatically just projects him over everybody else. Like, come on, he has the most to gain. Can you really say he's overrated as a champion? SGA, he might win an MVP this year, right? So he doesn't really have like the most to gain from it because at the end of the day,
He's
he
gonna
won.
have the MVP.
He'll have an MVP.
I think Ant got the most to gain from it.
And I would say it's kind of on the same level as a little bit almost as Tyrese, but
No, he's way more than Tyrese.
no, on most of the game. But
No.
everyone just realized that Ant just lost a superstar in Cat.
Nobody. He's not a superstar.
Cat's not a
Yeah,
superstar.
Nah, Cat's a star.
I mean, he's a star. He's a star. He
He's
just
a
lost a
star.
star player in Cat. He just lost. You know what I'm saying? Like
he
it's
got
a
another
whole
star
bunch
in
of
Randall,
changes.
though.
It's a whole bunch of changes to his team that
But
happened.
he went.
So-
He went back.
But see,
Yeah,
that's why I think
understand.
Ant.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he went back. You know what I'm
But
saying?
look
Like,
at what happened to Jason Tatum after he won a ring. Nothing changed. Absolutely nothing changed.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Most of the game, and you just said nothing changed. Nothing changed. Nothing's gonna change for.
I'm talking about Halliburton. Nothing's gonna change. People still gonna think he's overrated. People still not gonna like him. People are still gonna be like whatever. Like that's how people are gonna.
And,
look
and I
at
feel like
it.
with Jalen Brunson, with the Knicks not winning. I mean, with the Knicks just being the Knicks.
the Knicks haven't won that in what 50 years.
Yeah, with the Knicks being the Knicks, he probably has the most to gain because he'll probably be the first historic Knick in history. They had historic players over the past 40 years, and then no one's ever accomplished that feat.
Yeah.
I think Jalen
Yeah, because
Brunson
last time
probably
he
be
went to the
second,
finals
but
was
I
what
think-
9
You know what I'm saying?
against the
99.
Rockets.
No, 79 or some shit
It
like
was
that.
99 the last time the Knicks went to the finals. They lost to the Spurs.
Yeah, that's right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
You know what I'm
Lockout
saying?
year.
Yeah.
I just think if Ant wins though, bro, like, I think people are gonna call him the face of the league, and I think that's probably why it's the biggest for me.
But people are already calling him the face of the league, so it's not he's not gaining
Not
much.
yet. Nobody calling him the face of the league yet.
They're
No.
comparing
That term
him to
is
Michael
being thrown
Jordan.
around, but they're not saying that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that term is being thrown around is already name is already
But if he wins the
yeah.
championship,
And-
then it'll
and-
be his.
Yeah.
But he-
and name is circling around.
But he's gonna be a 23-year-old, all NBA, potential, maybe even first team All NBA, probably
Oh, for
second
sure.
team,
Yeah.
he's first
right?
team.
All
first
NBA
team,
player,
first team.
23 years old, and a champion, and more than likely the Finals MVP with the
hype will
Jordan
be too much.
comparison.
The hype will be crazy. The
He's
hype will be
going to go through the roof because he's not, and this is the other part of it. He's not even with Nike. He's with
with
Adidas.
Adidas.
He can build up a whole nother empire just based off a championship.
I know, but I'm just saying he already has the Jordan comparison. He already has those. All of that, everyone is like. That's what I'm saying. He does the most of the game, bro. Someone is literally overrated, and he wins a ring, and y'all like that's crazy.
It didn't change anything for Jason Tatum. Like it's the same
He wasn't-
thing.
was he
No one
rated
called
overrated?
Jason. Nobody called
But they
Jason
said
Tatum overrated.
A lot
When?
of people call Jason Tatum.
Thank you.
overrated.
I don't know what
When?
planet we
When?
have
People call
tapes
Jason
going
Tatum
back
overrated,
where we are even
All right.
here saying
A
Jason
lot.
Tatum might be overrated.
Tatum
You feel like
overrated.
Jason Tatum was overrated?
I don't think he was, but I heard that.
I don't think he's overrated.
Okay.
But it's a
So
very
correct
loud majority that say he's
No,
overrated.
quick
A
question.
lot of
Do
people
you
say
feel like
that.
Halliburton's overrated?
I never felt like he was overrated.
Do you feel like Holden Miller's overrated?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I was about to say yes.
So
you did.
if he
Hell
wins the
yeah.
ring, that doesn't change your aspect.
No.
For me, not for me, because I never thought he was under.
That's
No.
true. What I'm saying.
Maybe.
No, I
Yeah.
think he's overrated for
Nah,
what he
he's a really good
does.
player, bro.
Like I really think against whoever comes out the West is going to smack
Oh, me
whoever
too.
comes out the East. They're gonna smack
Oh, me
them.
too. I think so too. I think
Man.
Indy can beat Minnesota. I don't think they can beat OKC.
No, Indy gets okay. See, that's a wrap. You can forget about all that pushing the ball up and down the court. That ain't finna happen. Y'all gonna get
Yeah.
locked up in the half court. That's what'll happen. You don't want that. You want Minnesota.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really hate to do
What the
this,
hell?
but if I
What the hell,
if I
Birds?
had to pick somebody, I would actually agree with Everest that it would mean more to Halliburton if he won a ring, just because of all the shit that he went through, including the Olympics, right, where he literally didn't play.
What did he go through?
He
He didn't play in the Olympics. He was considered a cheerleader basically.
He already knew that.
No, but
he
that,
went.
that's
he's
that's the outcome of what the media put out. Though.
He's back in the conference
what
finals.
What you trying to say is
Bro,
I
but
understand that.
Ant got Olympic drama too.
No, but
Ant was on the court in the Olympics.
Yeah, but-
we
but
keep
Ant was on the
forgetting
court.
that as well. Ant's a gold medalist, just like Halliburton, but
Yeah.
Ant actually earned the gold
Yeah.
medal.
No, but
that's the narrative. You just said Ant actually earned his.
He actually
That's
earned
what I'm
it.
saying. So Halliburton coming off the Olympic stuff, right?
Nothing.
Then 90 of his peers calling him overrated, to going back to the conference finals
That's very telling.
and to somehow miraculously win a ring.
90 of your, there's what, 300 and something NBA players?
400, yes, something like that. Okay.
90 of them said you're the most overrated
90%,
player in the league.
90%.
90%.
90%.
Dog, that's not a coincidence.
No,
There's
it's
something that
not.
they see in
It's
him
not.
that they're
You're
like,
right.
you're not that good, bro.
You're right, but if he miraculously wheels these Pacers to the finals and somehow wins it, that whole 90% is going to be like, damn,
I was wrong.
I was wrong.
I was wrong.
Evan, I got a whole lot of air to sell you and Everest because the Pacers ain't winning no championship.
I didn't say they were. I said if they did.
They're not.
The question is, who has more to gain?
Anthony
It's
Edwards.
actually this man that has more to gain if they win it.
Anthony Edwards can become he goes from the legend killer to a living legend
No, for sure.
with a win. That's the part y'all are not getting.
I just want to throw up, but yes,
The
I mean,
league
you're
is
right.
his, man.
Halliburton has more to gain from a personal perspective.
That's all-
No, wait a minute. Let
That's
me
the
finish.
question.
Let me finish.
That's the question, though.
Anthony Edwards
But you are right
has
about
the
Anthony
most to
Edwards.
gain because y'all said who has the most to gain, not who has personally the most to gain. No, that wasn't the question. I listened to words very distinctly. Y'all said who has the most to gain. Period. That's
You're not
Anthony
wrong.
Edwards.
You're not
Because
wrong.
not only would he become a legendary player at 23 years old, I think the only other person at his level that would have won a championship was like Kobe. or Magic.
Because Kobe
Right?
had 3 by
No.
23.
Because Kobe was young.
No.
Magic was a rookie, right?
Tim
so at
Duncan.
23 years
Tim
old, Tim
Duncan.
Duncan is another one.
Tim
There's
Duncan's
only
another
4 or
one.
5 people in that bubble.
Yeah.
And you're with Adidas, not the Nike empire.
Not
so
with
you're
Jordan
going to
either.
win, or Jordan. So you're going to build an empire with Adidas on top of winning a championship, on top of an Olympic gold medalist, on top of being all NBA. You go from the legend killer to a living legend.
But then
that's
the thing,
more to
But
gain.
then the thing with that is, let's just say that the Timberwolves do win this, right? The next question is going to be, we're going to compare him to Mike. He's the face of the NBA, stuff like that. But can he get another one?
That's what
No,
happens.
no.
That's the curse
Like
of the
Mike?
gifted.
So when you
that's
say
the
most
curse.
of the game,
It is.
Like, here's my
Get
thing.
it.
When you say most of the game, all I'm thinking is he's already has a Michael Jordan comparison. One is compared to Michael Jordan. One is overrated.
Harold Miner got compared to Michael Jordan. Like, what are we talking about? Come on, bro.
But you know what I'm saying.
Like, what are we talking about?
But one is compared to Michael Jordan. One is called overrated, and we saying that the one that's compared to Michael Jordan has the most to gain.
Yeah.
Yes, because
So-
you're getting compared to the greatest. That's like the debate we was listening
Second
to
greatest.
on the way
Second-
up here
second greatest.
about the greatest.
Second-
Michael
second.
Jackson and
Second
Chris Brown.
Second
That debate we was listening to up here.
Side
Michael
note, yeah.
Jackson is just in a different stratosphere. He's
Side note,
he's up high.
Which I'll go ahead and ask, because you even kind of stumbled on this too once you realized what I said. At the same age,
Yeah.
Let's just say 27.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, dance battle. Who you got?
Taking Mike at 27.
At the same age.
At 27, Chris Brown.
I'm taking Mike.
Weird.
At
Doe?
27.
I can't go against Mike, bro.
You can't go
Right.
I can't go.
I
against
can't.
Mike.
Oh, but you have to say what you said. You said Chris Brown would have what?
Chris Brown will have it right now at the current age in his 30s. Chris Brown will have it. He got it.
But
And
Mike would have the aura.
Mike will have the aura because Mike didn't have to do anything.
He didn't have the microphone yet.
Hey, you're right. It's a
He
moment,
look at a
it's
girl and
moment.
she faint.
Hey, it's a moment and the nigga hopped on stage, looked at the girl, and stayed there for 10 seconds.
And she
It
fell
just-
out.
Fell out.
Hey, yeah, you're
They
right.
backed Mike out like he was a former weapon.
What?
I take it back, Mike. It's Mike over.
It's
Dog,
Mike.
I'm
It's
trying
Mike.
to tell you, bro.
I would pay to see that though.
Well,
Mike did
boy.
the Super Bowl in the Rose Bowl. Had people popping out of everywhere. Didn't say nothing for 2 minutes. Crowd going
They
crazy.
didn't have the microphone yet.
Come on,
he
man.
look at her and she just.
Yeah,
faint.
young Mike, we don't even need to talk about that. It's not even a comparison. Ooh, Lord.
All right, so to close this out, Wes, you probably mentioned this earlier, but I mean, you
Yeah.
could probably touch on it again. You said you had a thought about Tatum.
Yeah, I think that Jason Tatum, this injury could be the biggest blessing he's had in his career. Because at this point, people will be able to miss you and miss what you bring to the game. You're, 5 years first team All-NBA, the only person doing that. I don't even think Jokic has been five or six. It's 6 straight years All-NBA because he's going to be it this year. So it'll be
Like,
6.
Just all NBA.
Just first team
got you.
All-NBA.
Okay, got
6
it.
straight.
Got it.
It's
Okay.
been Jason Tatum at the small forward position this entire time. Right? For half a decade. People keep talking about how you're copying Kobe and you're copying this one. Oh, you even popped your Achilles about at the same time that Kobe did. Like, guys, that's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Jason Tatum's a great player. He's an amazing player. He's
Amazing.
one of the best players in the NBA, and the Celtics are going to suffer this next year because you won't have him. So when he returns in 2026, 2027 season,
He'll be greatly appreciated.
he'll be greatly appreciated, man. JT, get healthy. Don't worry about these people. Stop posting. Enjoy your life, dog.
But
People
this-
are envious.
But
You
then,
already
but
paid,
now,
big dog.
but now the
Right.
spotlight is on the $300 man.
Jaylen Brown,
The spotlight's on the $300 man. I need to see what you're gonna do next season.
can you dribble in traffic? Here's my question. Like, can you? Just get out in traffic and start dribbling through the cars, dog. I promise you, it'll work. It'll work.
All
all
right.
the time.
Side note: third quarter, 7:22 left. Minnesota's up 4, 60-56.
That's it. This is gonna be an ugly series.
It's gonna be a
It's
good
gonna be very
series.
good
I know that. Anything to close us out? Anything?
Everest, anything to close us out? I know where I'm headed.
No. But nothing but Pacers in 5.
I'm not
Aces
mad at
and
that.
five.
I'm not mad at that.
All right.
And that's all I got.
Wes, you said you had something.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we all see it. Y'all see the jump, man. It's iconic. It is something that cannot be duplicated, replicated, or ever done again because the original had to do it. You know, we have a LeBron stand in the building. I've been waiting to say
Lord
this
have
for
mercy.
quite a while. It's very funny how you have to literally copy the man's number and powder toss. You literally took the man's powder toss and claimed it as your own. It's really quite funny how you've been in the league 20 years, 20 years,
22?
and yet ain't caught Mike in championships yet. And the one thing we know ain't coming around no more that you can never say you have over Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He has never lost in the NBA Finals. Quote LeVar Ball, never lost. 6 for 6 Finals MVPs. And on top of it all, he has a Defensive Player of the Year award that Mr. LeBron Ramon James
Who
will
got
never
robbed.
get in life.
who got
It's
robbed.
okay.
Who
There's
got
no way
robbed.
around
Where's
it.
LeBron at right now?
I have never seen somebody let J.J. Barea guard them in the finals like this. Michael Jordan wouldn't have dared let J.J. Barea touch him in them NBA finals, and he damn sure wouldn't have passed the ball when Kobe is squaring him up in the All-Star game, one-on-one, saying, let's do this, dog. Let's do it. And you pass the ball to Melo?
Don't disrespect Carmelo.
Hey, dog, the door right there, bro.
Do I get a
Don't let it
do I-
split
do I-
you.
Do I get a rebuttal?
Please.
Is it only about championships?
It's never just about championships. I gave you moments. I didn't just give
So,
you just the championships.
what-
I gave you everything.
What was MJ doing in the 80s?
MJ was losing to the Celtics.
Getting his ass kicked.
He was.
He was getting beat by good teams, right?
Very great teams, all time teams.
What would you
That's a
say?
fact.
What would you say is MJ's toughest championship?
out of the.
It's got to be one of those Utahs.
I don't think so.
And,
In my opinion,
and, it has
You
to be
don't
one
think
of
so?
these.
I would say it was 96 or 93.
Hey,
So, okay, so 96 was the Supersonics?
Hey,
You think the Supersonics was his toughest?
Yes.
hey, I would.
Yes.
That should tell you
No.
something.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That should
I
tell you
would
something.
say.
What does that have to do?
Wait. I would say. He's,
How good is Gary Payton and Sean Kemp?
Wait a minute. Go ahead, Everest, before I address this. Go ahead.
Hey, I would say he was just that good that no championship was tough.
If he was
Thank
that,
you.
if he was just that good, what was he doing against Boston?
Look, he didn't have an adequate
I asked him a
team.
question. Now it's about team.
He wasn't doing nothing.
So he wasn't Michael Jordan in the 80s?
They were calling him Black Jesus in the 80s.
Yeah.
That's their fault.
How is that their fault?
Why are they calling you Black Jesus with no rings? That tells you something, doesn't it?
Because did God have any rings on his finger?
Bro,
but he was delivered from
bro, that should
God.
tell you something,
He
bro.
sent his only son
They were
onto this
hyping
earth to walk on this earth, and we called him Jesus.
Would you call somebody?
And we knew he was Jesus.
Would you
We
call
knew
somebody?
He was Jesus
Would
when he
you
was a
call
baby.
somebody? Answer my question. Would you call somebody with no rings Black Jesus?
When Jesus came out the womb, I called him Jesus.
Answer the question.
I'm gonna call him Jesus.
Answer
forever.
the question.
I'ma call
That'll
him
let me
Jesus.
know where your mindset is. Would you call somebody with no? Would you personally call somebody with no rings Black Jesus?
If
That'll
I'm
let me
playing,
know. I'll ask you a question.
me personally,
That'll let me know where your mindset is.
me being who I am right now, not
Answer
an
the
NBA
question.
player.
Why you put all these stipulations? Answer the
No,
question.
I'm not gonna call nobody.
So
Black
why don't you bring it
Jesus.
up?
Because
If you
that's
wouldn't
what they
do it-
called
if
him.
You wouldn't do it.
Larry
why would you bring
Bird
it up?
called him Black Jesus.
With no rings.
What does that have to do with anything? Y'all were saying LeBron's the
doesn't-
best player in the world when he didn't have no rings and Kobe was going to the finals 3 straight years.
Bro, at this
what
point,
are we talking about?
At this point, Larry Bird had already had rings. He'd already been to the mountaintop. That'll be like you making it to the mountaintop and calling somebody under you Black Jesus. It wouldn't mean shit because you've already done it and he hasn't
It
done
would
nothing.
mean more because he knows the path that I have to travel down to get
Nah,
there.
bro.
And I got to go through you to get there.
He didn't go through him.
He did. He beat the
did.
goddamn Celtics
When they were
and
old
the
as fuck.
Pistons.
When they were
What are
old
you
as
talking
fuck.
about?
When they were old and done.
So now they're old, but you
Not
won't
when they
say
were in
that
their
when
prime.
LeBron
Not
beat
when
the
they were in their
Celtics.
prime.
Will you say that when LeBron beat the Celtics?
When he was by himself?
No, I'm talking about when he was in Miami. That Celtics team was old because he got his ass whooped when they was healthy and younger.
He carried
got his ass
D-Wade.
whooped.
He carried D-Wade after
He-
D-Wade's knees was done.
That first championship, he did not carry D-Wade.
That's 1 year.
Now, the second
That's
one, I
1
won't agree
year.
with you. But the first one in Miami, he did not carry D-Wade. They don't win that series against OKC
Bro,
without D-Wade. You're insane.
No, I'm not gonna act like MJ wasn't that nigga because he was, bro. But he was in the time he beat the competition that was done, bro. When it was the Pistons in their prime, no go. Celtics in their prime, no go. Lakers in their prime, no go. You beat Karl Malone, whoop-de-doo. You beat John Stockton, he's good too. He's not Steph, he's not KD, he's not Tim Duncan, he's not Popovich.
Hey, wait. Is
He's not the Celtics team
Is
with
John
the.
Stockton
Nah,
not top
bro.
5 point guard to you?
He's not that nigga, bro. There's a lot of niggas
No.
out
I'm
there.
gonna ask you, is he not a top 5 point guard?
Statistically, yeah.
No.
Statistically, yeah.
Is he
John
a
Stockton
top
is the
5 point guard?
I'll
greatest
take Kyrie over that
assist
nigga.
ever. He had
Steals.
17,000
If John Stockton is, bro,
assists.
if John
steals.
Stockton is the best
What are we
nigga,
talking about? Like
If
John
bro-
Stockton and Karl Malone are trash. I don't even
Hey,
like
I
Karl
didn't say
Malone.
they were trash,
Like,
bro.
what are we talking about?
LeBron
Charles
beat
Barkley
Curry.
won
LeBron
MVP
beat
in
Curry.
1993.
LeBron beat the best team ever.
Which was the 16 that
yeah,
Warriors
yeah,
team?
yeah. The best team ever.
73 and 9.
That's the best team ever to you.
The only player.
No, that's not what I asked.
The only
Statistically,
That's
yes.
not
the
what I
only
asked.
player in finals history to lead in points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks.
Yeah, because
Only
he had
player
to
to ever
come
do
back
that.
from down 3-1 to do it.
So
And whose
what?
fault was Mike
that,
didn't
though?
let it get to a game 7. Did
Mike-
Michael Jordan ever play in the game 7 in the NBA Finals?
Did
Yes
Michael
or no?
Jordan ever play the best
yes
team in history?
or no?
Did Michael Jordan ever play the best team in history?
Or no?
It's all about competition,
yes
bro.
or
Did
no?
Michael Jordan ever beat the best
yes
team in NBA
or
history?
no?
Did Michael Jordan ever beat the
You
best
see
team
how
in
you
NBA
don't want to
history?
answer my question, but I answered your question.
What was
It
the
was a
question?
simple
What
yes
was the
or no.
question? What
Did
was the
Michael
question?
Jordan ever let it get to a game 7 in the NBA Finals?
No.
Thank you.
Did he make it to any finals without
Thank you.
without the best coach ever? Scottie
No.
Pippen, the most underrated player of all time.
No.
Is Scottie Pippen.
Has
the
LeBron
most
not
underrated
made
player
it to the NBA Finals without having a top 5 player right along next to him?
Scottie Pippen is the most underrated player in NBA history.
I agree. I agree.
Nah,
In NBA history.
I don't think.
In NBA history.
Well, it's either him or
Yeah, NBA history.
Isaiah, in my
Underrated,
opinion.
underappreciated, whichever
Because
one,
when
yes.
MJ left,
100% agreed.
the
yes.
Bulls damn near went back to the finals.
They lost to the Knicks.
I said
know
they
what you're talking about.
damn near went back to the finals
Yeah.
without MJ.
Okay.
So that tells you how good Scottie was.
And
And MJ won all of his rings with Scottie.
okay, what's your point?
How good was Scotty?
LeBron had D Wade, Chris Bosh, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, went to LA, had Anthony Davis, Dwight Howard, and a cast of shooters around him.
Are you really gonna say it's Dwight Howard?
Dwight Howard is the reason they made it to the finals.
Wait,
Tell me I'm lying.
Tell me
I'm lying. You gotta give Dwight his credit.
Hold on.
Hey, give me some Dwight Hennessy.
Who was LeBron's best coach? Who was
Give me some Dwight Howard.
Anyway,
who was LeBron's best coach?
Huh?
MJ has the best coach. Does coaching matter? How much does coaching matter?
Coaching does matter.
How much does it matter?
A
lot.
It matters a lot.
He had the best coach ever.
Okay, what did Phil Jackson win before?
He had the best coach ever.
What did Phil Jackson win before Michael
Phil
Jordan?
Jackson the best coach ever?
No, he did.
Not in my opinion. I think it's Larry Brown.
Like this was Orlando.
The best
Dwight.
coach
That's
ever
why I was
is
like,
Larry
no, that's
Brown
not-
because he did it in
Okay,
college
let's do
and
that.
pro.
Let's not do
But
that.
at the end of the day,
But yes,
Dwight
he's a
Howard made a.
We're talking about
huge
NBA.
factor on that.
If it's just NBA,
We're talking about NBA.
I still take Pat Riley over
Orlando
Phil
Dwight.
Jackson.
So let's
Because
not.
Pat Riley
let's
did
not
it
do
in
that.
multiple spots.
If I double you in rings, bow down. Don't say
You
anything.
had 4 of the greatest players of all
So have
time.
other teams, so have other coaches as well.
No, they haven't.
Go back in time.
Who
and see-
did Popovich have besides Tim Duncan? David
Bro, I'm talking
Robinson,
about go
not
back
top
in time.
5,
Go
not
back,
top 10.
Go back in time when they were left teams. The Celtics coaches, the Lakers coaches, when they were left teams, they
You gotta
still don't
get a
have as
whole
many
new
rings.
memory
as Phil
card.
Jackson.
Red Auerbach has the most rings
It's
ever.
okay.
And you
We're not
think he's the
in
greatest
this
coach
anyway.
ever?
Does
Do
he
you
really?
think that?
Does he
Yes,
really?
he does.
How many does he got? I
Yes,
don't
he
know.
does. He got like 11 of them things.
It's all
So
right.
does
11
Like
or 12.
brother.
So-
Bill Russell.
Celtics. Because of Bill Russell.
Oh,
Thank
we
you.
back. We're back live, ladies
Regardless.
and gentlemen. We're back live.
So, like, make it make sense. Make it make sense how the fact that LeBron Ramon James has had all these great players on his
Oh,
team
God.
over
This is the
time.
greatest
Like, you talk about
basketball player
Jordan
that ever
having
lived.
Pippen. He had Pippen in the first iteration, Pippen in the second iteration. But in both iterations, they switched out the rest of the team. And he still went on to go three-peat. Like, I don't understand how it is that in the era where LeBron James can have anybody go where he likes to go. He's in LA. God damn, bro. Like, you control the organization as it is. There's a reason Bronny got drafted to the Lakers in the second round. You have a whole lot of power, my guy.
LeBron
and you
is
still
40,
can't
bro.
catch
LeBron
Jordan
is 40,
rings.
bro. LeBron is 40, bro.
So, so why are you still playing at this
We've
point?
never seen anybody second team All NBA at 40.
Why are you still playing?
It'll
at this
never
point?
happen again.
Why are we still
It'll
playing?
never happen again.
Why is he still playing
Enjoy
at this
it.
point? Why
enjoy
is he
it
still
while
playing?
enjoy it while it's still here.
I'll
MJ
enjoy-
gone.
I'll enjoy watching
We
him
hold on
lose
to the
in the
memory.
playoffs.
We hold on to the memory. We can still see LeBron.
Hold on to the memory.
We can see LeBron.
He's going
MJ is gone.
to lose
Accept it.
again
He's
next
gone.
year.
He's 41.
He's gonna lose again.
He's 41.
He is.
He's
And guess
41.
what? It's gonna take another 41 years for him to catch
He's the best
Jordan rings. 'Cause it ain't
37-year-old,
gonna
the best
happen.
36-year-old,
I promise
the best
you.
35-year-old.
I promise. And then you want to know what the icing on the cake is? Why Jordan really the GOAT of all GOATs? Because
What's
at the
the
end
icing
of the day, you can't escape this jump man, ladies and gentlemen. It is everywhere. It's not just in America. It's international, right? It's everywhere. You can't know nobody as big as Michael Jordan. The only person was Michael Jackson. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Michael
the time he
Jordan
was
is the
there,
reason
Michael
that
Jordan,
basketball
Michael
is an
Jackson,
international game.
Mike
Stop
Tyson.
it.
No.
All the mics.
Stop it.
It
All
would've
right,
been
ladies and
international
gentlemen,
game.
next episode is just
You
gonna
the
be
GOAT,
them two.
Bron.
This is gonna
You
be
the
them
GOAT.
two. But
6 for 6.
signing
Never
off.
lost.
Scottie
Signing off,
Pippen.
I'm Evan.
He needed you. He didn't do shit before you.
Evan.
Go Birds, baby.
He don't need
Eagles
it.
all year, baby.
Falcons all day.
Eagles.
Y'all know it's West. Big 23 in the building. The real 23. Michael Jordan. Y'all know what it is.
The honorary mention.
Big Doe.
And then
Big Doe in the building.
you know, we got Ev.
We signing off, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. 2-3 on the back is Jordan. Y'all know what time it is.
OKC up 6.